Very widescreen, isn't it? I like it. Perfect, thank you very much for joining me this week. If you're new to the channel, hit the wee subscribe button, do like, share, whatever the hell you like to do. My name is Sean. Because it's the first week, my predictions probably will be crap, useless, and every other word that could come along with it. So, first of all, my predictions are basically based on what they played kind of like last season. I know a few teams already have played in the CONCACAF Champions League already, and I have stats here, not really many stats, but I got stats here, and got pricing bets and all that stuff, so we can probably vary on who's favourite and all that kind of crack. So the first game obviously is DC United against Colorado Rapids, who is basically, DC United are favourites in this. They're 6-5 to win. I have DC United down to win 2-0. I think DC United probably have a bit better, more experience, and Colorado Rapids basically lost their captain, Tim Howard. So I'm kind of expecting them not to be right at it, but like I said, this is the first week of the season. Anything could basically bloody happen, like me getting these all correct, which could be interesting. The next one is Montreal against New England Revolution. It's not really in the betting things, it's not really who's clean cut who's going to really win this game, but I have Montreal down to win 2-1 just because they have a bit more experience, because they played a few games already in the Champions League and they are through into the next round, which congratulations to them. So 2-1 I'm expecting that game to be, and if you're expecting the writing and concrete, I might have a wee bit somewhere just stating the stats, not the stats, the prices and the scores. And the next one is Houston Dynamo against LA Galaxy, who have now Hernandez as their captain, which is kind of an MLS thing to do, to bring in their most famous player and make them captain, which a lot of them do, which is it's down to them, but it's down to them. So this game is going to be I think it's going to be a good one. I think Houston Dynamo may shock them in this one. Who's favourites? Basically, nobody's really favourites in this one. There's 23-20 for Houston to win, which I would have them down as favourites as well. So I have them down as to win 3-2. I do think Hernandez probably will score, but I think Houston Dynamo, with their pace up front with Ellis, are just basically going to destroy LA Galaxy. And I think what Hernandez could do, and Pavon, or if that's how you pronounce his name, they might just do a bit better and try to get LA Galaxy going. But I think Houston Dynamo and LA Galaxy's defense, could be wrong, but you never know. And San Jose against Toronto. San Jose clear favourites in this one, 11-10. I have them to win. Where the bloody hell did I pick them? I have San Jose to lose 2-1 to Toronto. I just think Toronto probably have a wee bit. San Jose start very slow. They did very well last season near the end, but I think they're going to start a wee bit slow this season. I think Toronto will probably have a wee bit. They may have a wee bit more, and they have more talent on the field. That's probably true to say. The next one, FC Dallas against Philadelphia Union. Ooh, it's going to be a good one. Philadelphia Union taking on FC Dallas in Dallas, and I have Dallas down to win 1-0. Their favourites as well, they're 10-11, which is pretty good to confirm that they're favourites. That's what I mean. So I'm going to have them down to win 1-0. The next game is Orlando against Real Salt Lake, who now have Rossi in their team. There's a lot of speculation around the whole season on where he was going, and he was in the MLS training with teams and all that kind of crack. And so he finally has a team in Real Salt Lake. This game is going to be probably full of goals, so I'm expecting a draw, 2-2. Orlando probably at home with their fans behind them, and Real Salt Lake probably with common sense behind them. I'm going to go for 2-2. The next game is a derby, you can say that. It is MLS Nashville, and if you look on Sky Sports, that's what they have, Nashville MLS against Atlanta. I think Atlanta's probably going to win this quite easily. Dare to say. They're 11 to 10 on the betting crack, and I have them down to win 3-1. I do think Nashville will score. I think they will score the first goal. Then Atlanta will probably just basically destroy them for the rest of the game. Unfortunately, Nashville, but good to see you in the league. The next one is Vancouver against Sporting KC. Vancouver are probably still basically celebrating Alphonso Davies basically shredding Chelsea, so quite rightly, against Sporting Kansas City, who have Johnny Russell and probably a new striker. I can't bloody remember his name now. So it's going to be a good one. Who do I have? I have 2-1 to win to Sporting Kansas City. Last season Vancouver weren't really that great, and I'm not expecting them to be that much better. Who is favourites in this one? I would say Sporting Kansas City's favourites in the betting as well, is 11 to 10. Again, if you think, whatever, down below comments what you think the scores will be in these games, because basically anybody can predict these. Columbus Crew against NYCFC. Crew, a lot of favourites to actually do very well this season. Anything could happen again against New York City, who've done very well in the Champions League. Congratulations, NYCFC. They are taking on a very good Columbus Crew in Columbus, but again, this game could go down to the wire, so I think New York City may rest a few players for this game. So I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Again, this could happen. It's 5-2 for a draw if you only want to put a bit of money on that. The next one is New York Red Bulls against FC Cincinnati. Red Bulls basically going to win. I have them down to win 2-0, and they are hugely favourites on the fucking betting apps because they're 2 to 7, which is pretty shocking. The next one, Seattle Sounders against Chicago Fire. Chicago, whoever they're going to be called probably this time next year. They could be called anything. They are taking on a very good Seattle Sounders team who got put out in penalties in the Champions League. Commiserations, Seattle. He's had a good team, but it's just one of those things. Just practice penalty shootouts the next time, and he's probably do well. This game I have down as 3-0 to Seattle. Basically, I think Seattle's just going to basically take all the frustration out in Chicago Fire, and I don't think Chicago Fire really have much of a team to withstand that. Seattle is 1-1 on bets, so if you put on a pound or a euro, you'll get €2 back, so that's math. So yeah, 3-0. Sorry, Chicago. Maybe next year. If you're called Chicago Fire. The next one is LAFC against Internazionale Milan. Miami. I can see where people get mixed up. Chicago. It's going to be a good game. But LAFC is just going to destroy them. They are 2 to 5 to win. Solid betting. So I have them down to 4-0. It's their first season. They're probably just not going to be right at it. I do think they're going to go for it. They're going to really go for it. If LAFC don't really play a strong team, so that's up in the. And congratulations, LAFC, on a brilliant win. And the last game of week 1 is Portland Timbers against Minnesota. This is going to be a good one. It's going to be on quite late on a Sunday, 12:30, which for here it's not too bad. There's only one very late game on, and that's at 3:30, and that's Vancouver against Sporting Kansas City, and I don't really think many people will be watching it over here. I won't. Anyway, this game, 1-1. It's going to be one of those games. I think Portland Timbers at home, who Eric Keaton is watching at the moment. I'll probably get a couple of videos. It'd be pretty cool. Taking on Minnesota, who had a very good end to the season. I do think that they're going to progress a lot more. So this is probably the reason why I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Hope to God all these predictions come through. God knows if they probably do. I don't really think that they will. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. If you're new to this, as I said, hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, abuse, whatever. See you in the next one. Bye now.